Grown from native seeds at the Bessie Nursery in Halsey, Nebraska. The selection of trees you choose can be hand-planted by you or machine-planted by us. We have a video of the great things Bessie Nursery does. The Great Big Story made a video on it. Let's check out their video now.
Forests are in danger. There's fire.
Our wildfires are getting more frequent and larger.
A devastating beetle infestation.
Those trees are all dead. They don't have any branches anymore. They're just standing sticks.
And global warming. There is hope, and it's found in an unlikely place.
When I tell people that I work at a forest in Nebraska, they usually laugh, and they're like, Nebraska has a forest?
Richard Gilbert is a man on a quest. He's a biological scientist who works here at the Charles Bessie Nursery in Halsey, Nebraska. It's the oldest federal tree nursery in the U.S. The nursery's main mission is to help preserve and repopulate national forests in the Rocky Mountain region.
Without Bessie, they're not going to be able to have the supply of trees that they need for reforestation. If they have a catastrophe, we can be there to help them. You know, I think most of the perception for Nebraska is that it's large and it's flat, very boring, not pretty at all. Lots of corn and soybeans. But there's lots of beauty here. There really is. Nebraska had been treeless, 1800s, it has been treeless for quite some time. Charles E. Bessie was a botany professor at the University of Nebraska. Absolutely loved Nebraska, loved the sandhills. He loved trees. His mission was to get a forest planted somewhere in Nebraska. They got seedlings out of the Black Hills, they got seedlings out of Minnesota. And they brought them here and planted them onto the forest.
20,000 acres were hand planted here.
It was chosen for the plentiful water, the sand, and the ease of producing the seedlings and extracting them out of the soil, getting them bundled up and planted back out onto the forest very quickly. What I love most about my job is really the change in season and the change in work that I do. I get to work in the seed bank, I get to work in the container part of this, and I get to work in the field. And I get to actually get my hands dirty. I don't just sit in an office and push paper.
Richard's amazing. He really cares, and he's always trying to make it better.
We turn the greenhouses on, you got little seedlings germinating. To me, it's spring. So my spring starts really early, and it's extremely rewarding.
He's very proud of his work. He's very proud of his trees.
I love growing plants and helping them grow. I don't ever want to lose that contact with the plants.
The San Juan National Forest, I think, is about 1.6 million acres. One of our biggest challenges that's happening is we have a large epidemic of spruce beetle happening on the San Juan National Forest. We believe that the beetle epidemics were controlled by cold winters. Climate change is happening, and we know up here that we have not had cold winters. Cold winters is what controls beetle epidemics. But the beetles use the sap from the tree to help fill up and protect their eggs. It's sawdust and egg and sap all mixed together. Where we're seeing the spruce beetle attacking the trees. When those trees are all dead, they don't have any branches anymore, they're just standing sticks. They're starting to fall over. The spruce beetle epidemic that we're seeing is unprecedented. We collect seed from the trees early before the beetles hit to maintain a seed bank. Bessie Nursery is a very important part of our organization. They are the ones who store all of our seed, and they grow all the seedlings for us.
When they need them, we grow them, and we get them produced in less than a year. All of the trees are produced in the greenhouses, and then they are brought in here on tables. This Y is okay, because it's above halfway, and we have a central leader. We can pack 110 to 120,000 trees per belt per day. We are packing container trees for the San Juan National Forest. They don't get their moisture in the spring a lot of times. They get their summer monsoon seasons. That's when they want their seedlings delivered.
Richard remembers all of this information. He wants the feedback and wants to know how they did. At our best, we might get 70%, 80% survival.
Without Bessie, they're not going to be able to have the supply of trees that they need for reforestation.
Rich Gilbert is very proactive, and he's adapting and doing as much as he can to prepare the nursery into the future.
Starting from a seed to a finished product, and it's a wonderful experience to be able to be part of that.
These trees are going to outlast me, and they're going to outlast Rich. It's not often you can have that kind of legacy on a landscape.
Plants are just amazing, and there are so many of them out there, and I will never know how to grow every single one. If it's a very, very interesting plant, I'll try to produce it and grow it at the house. And if you guys drive by my house over there, you'll understand. You'll see all the different plants that I have over there.
Big planting projects, like this park, need to be designed and planted with help. At the Middle Republican NRD, we work with you to get these projects done so that future generations enjoy the trees. Erosion control, wind breaks, snow control, and conservation projects are all things machine planting projects can achieve. Site prep helps the speed of planting. Prepping the site is always recommended. Here we have conservation planting done by hand planting and protecting the tree from animals that might feed on it. Enjoy partnering with your local NRD to plant trees.